Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new Fractal tone tutorial for you, and this is for the FM9 users and the Axe3 users because the type of preset that we're going to be dialing in today is a dual amp, dual cab preset. So I got this inspiration from John Mayer, obviously. When he performed with Dead & Company last summer, he brought out his awesome 52 Telly, and then he had, I think it was Wonderland special, or Dumbleland special, I think it was, and then he had a Deluxe reverb. Now, before I came into the amp modeling world, I used a Deluxe reverb for probably a good 10 years, so my ear is pretty in tune with that sound. So I wanted to try to dial in something like that today with my brand new Mike Lowell TX. So these are some custom wound Lindy Fralins. They're vintage hots, but there's some overwind going on there. Four-way switch here. This is a series switch right here. So you can have these two in series. It kind of barks at you a little bit. But other than that, it's just a really awesome T-style guitar. So we're going to use this today to dial in some awesome telly tones. This is kind of what I would call a perfect combination of amps for this type of sound. So let's go ahead and dive into FM9 Edit. I'll show you the signal chain and everything. And as always, always appreciate you supporting the channel by watching. I know some people like to buy the preset, which is great. So if you stop right here and you just want the preset, go ahead and email me and I will send it over to you, but it'll cost a little bit of money. It's not much, but it helps support the channel. And if you want to just go through the whole tutorial, great, it helps support the channel still. So let's go ahead and dive in right now. All right, so here is FM9 Edit. As you can see, we got quite the signal chain going, especially right here. It's not like too crazy. I didn't add many effects, but just wanted to mainly focus on the amps. I think a really great amp combo for a T-style guitar is going to be something like a Deluxe reverb, and then the ODS 100 clean. Now, my reasoning for that is the Deluxe reverb, we all know it's a pretty mid-scooped type of amp. And then the ODS is more of a mid-rangey type of amp. So I think they complement each other really well. Then right here, we have two cab blocks, and each of them obviously running two different cabs, or IRs. And what I'm trying to accomplish here is a big stereo field for each of them. Whoops. We need to change this back. So what we're trying to do is have some hard panning going on with like what I call a dry IR. And then what we want is some room mic IRs in there as well that are blended in. So let's go ahead and start with the Deluxe reverb. Not that far off from the stock settings. I just did a little bit of tweaking, panned it hard left. Got this from Cooper Carter. I always set the bypass mode to mute, so then you can turn these on and off and it won't pass any dry signal through. Don't think I did anything in dynamics. Nope. Let's go to the cabs. Just went with a 1x12 Deluxe verb with a 160 in front of it, set to ultra res, panned hard left, and then this Factory 2 room mic IR set to ultra res so you can really hear it. Set it to summing left and right, just because we have some hard panning going on, so we're not going to need to, well, we have the two cabs. If we had just one cab block and we connected them right here with the shunt, then we would set it to stereo. And then right here, just added just a little bit of room level. And I did some low cuts here and just a little bit of high cut to take the edge off. Moving on to the Dumble ODS 100 clean. Here are the settings. Pan hard right. Don't think I did anything here. Sometimes I like to use the gain enhancer even on clean. I don't know, I just like the feel of it. And then for the cabs, we have a 1x12 Alessandro set to ultra res, pan hard right. And then we got another complementary room mic IR set to ultra res, pan hard right. And pretty similar low cut, high cut, and then added some room. And then back here we have the reverb in parallel. Now I usually use a South Church reverb, but really wanted to dial in a good spring reverb. Something that wasn't too boingy, if that makes sense. Sometimes the spring reverbs just have that, it's just not really appealing, especially coming from the amp world, knowing how that reverb should sound. So here are the settings on the main page. Nothing here, nothing here. I think I dialed the boing back from 38% and nothing else. So let's go ahead and play just a little bit from that intro clip that I did. Here's how it sounds. Let's go bridge. Let's go the two in parallel. And that fourth position, it's pretty cool. We'll bark a little bit. So pretty cool. Let's just play a few little chords with the pick. So there's just like a little tiny bit of breakup going on, just for when you are playing like more clean lead type of stuff, just to kind of get to sing a little bit. So that's kind of the base for this whole thing. Just having that room feel to it, getting some kind of wider stereo image, and then you can start adding the drives. I really like the Klon Chiron. I think that's what you call it. The Klon. So here's how it sounds. So like not too much gain, but it really, it just has a really nice feel to it. And then right here we have the tube screamer. You can stack them. Let's go ahead and stack really quick. or by itself. Whoops, that was not by itself. Let's try that again. And then I went ahead and added just a little slapback delay. So like super subtle, but that's it. Really simple, but I just wanted to try to find that perfect amp combo for a T-style guitar. This is what I think it is. Go ahead and experiment with it. If you are a FM3 user, just get rid of the Dumble, the extra cab. Try some more high cuts, kind of warm it up a little bit. I really like the vibrato one. That's what I used when I had the actual tube amp, but hope you enjoyed it. In the comment section, let me know how it worked for you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.